Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today I finally finished getting the April Fool's Super Saiyan Goku up to full level 10 links, so I wanted to try him out here in the Cell Red Zone. Now the reason why I wanted to do this one specifically, obviously this Goku, if he guards and you have a Goku family ally on the rotation, then he has 30% damage reduction. Now, usually, the only way he's able to guard is if your HP is 60% or less at the start of the turn, he will have a high chance to guard. However, obviously, if you're fighting an STR enemy, then his guard will be activated. And so, I thought we'd do Red Zone Cell with him, because when we get to the final phase, Cell is STR, right? So, as far as I'm aware, Cell at the end of this Red Zone stage is the hardest hitting STR boss that we have. I guess AoE Broly obviously hits hard, but I guess only really because he hits everybody. So it'd be interesting to see how... Okay, there's the dodge, let's go. Full dodge build for this guy with additional as the secondary, because I talked about it in his initial showcase, but basically he is a support unit. I feel like he could be very good on some of these Goku family-centric teams like Super Saiyans, Android/Cell Saga, a couple of the different teams that he's on, where you're going to end up running him as a support unit, especially if he does end up getting a good awakening like next year or the year after, whenever they decide to give him the awakening and EZA, right? We obviously saw the one for Bulma this year. It'd be interesting to see what his will look like, but the basic frame of his kit, pretty obvious that he's going to be a support unit. Hopefully they increase that chance to guard. I say obviously he's going to be a support unit, he already is, right? But that's what his role on the team is going to be. So hopefully they increase his chance to guard. You know, just tune up all the numbers, right? When he is guarding, give him even more damage reduction than 30%, like 50% for example. Make it a great chance to guard. He also has HP restrictions for giving you a bunch of free healing, so they could make it... I talked about all this stuff in the initial showcase. If you haven't seen that, you should go check it out as well. But that was him, like, on the day he came out, so full level 1 links. Very similar team to this, but... so he's got 214k start of turn here. Crazy that the Goku does actually have more, even though usually we would want to keep them separated. So... if we take a quick look at his passive, he is giving us HP at the start of the turn if we're at 90% or less. He has the high chance to guard if we're at 60% or less. Then we get an extra 10% healing if we're at 30% or less. And then, yeah, he's supporting bond of parent and child. So I was a little bit confused at the beginning. It's not even Goku family, is it? It's bond of parent and child. So even teams like the Vegeta and Trunks team, like if he gets a good enough awakening, then he actually could be a unit that you end up running on that team, which would be really cool. So obviously we just need to see him get an actual good awakening. Now the problem is, on this team, he is getting a 200% leader skill here. Doesn't really have a great slot 1 partner outside of a unit like, say, the AGL LR Gohan. And the biggest reason for that is because obviously he is just a Super Saiyan Goku. So you can't link him up with... yeah, if he had a different name, having him linked up with the Tech Carnival Goku, with him as the slot 1 unit, would obviously be actually a really good rotation. But unfortunately, it's one of the only downsides to this unit, right? Him being a Super Saiyan Goku. So... other than that, I do think he is very good. So I decided to link level him, even though he's obviously going to awaken. So he's going to pick up Shattering the Limit and then have one link at level 1. But, you know, that's fine. I guess we'll just throw him on the link level team. I mean, Shattering the Limit at level 10 doesn't exactly give you a huge amount of extra buffs, right? So it means when he awakens, I'll be able to show him off on that day with almost all of his links at level 10. And he should still do... should still put out a pretty solid performance. So, I need to get my supers off with the Goku and Gohan. So let's do this, and we'll do this, and then we can grab the Tech Orbs for you guys. I do quite like this team. It's obviously not like the strongest team in the game, and it does suffer from having like slightly weaker slot 1 options, right? You need to get one of the Goku and Gohans exchanged into Gohan as quickly as possible, which of course a lot of people don't like that unit because they don't have any built-in way to additional. So if we want them to exchange earlier, we need them to be getting additional super attacks. So him getting an additional normal there obviously doesn't really do anything to help us in terms of our overall performance in this run. But Cell can be stunned in most of his phases, so here he is stunned once again. That means Goku's going to give us a nice little heal at the start of the turn. We don't have to worry about getting smacked around, and the LR, Goku and Gohan, going off here, getting their extra attacks. I really like this unit, but we're approaching them being a year old, and they definitely feel like it now, which is unfortunate, but they are still very, very good. So where are we at? So we're 181k, because he doesn't have any sort of stacking, does he? No, he greatly raises. So the build I gave mine is 15 additional and 20 dodge. I did give him skill orbs, but they weren't like super crazy good ones. You know, I like to save those for the more premium units, but I have a bunch of ones that are like pretty good, but when it comes to like a, you know, a top tier Dokkan Fest exclusive or an LR, they're not quite good enough, right? Like, I want to put much better ones than that in their place. So those kind of ones are perfect for a unit like this. Be interesting to see if the next set of red zone stages, because I feel like the red ribbon one is a bit different. I don't know what it is about it. I mean, Cell can be a legitimately difficult fight, but maybe the fact that you can stun for so much of it makes it seem a lot easier. But like STR Cell is up there in terms of like the hard hitting, like tough red zone bosses. But be interesting to see if we get a more typical red zone stage where the final boss is STR, to give this guy like yet another place where he could be really, really useful. So so we'll go ahead and do this. This should be the last super attack for you, I think, because unfortunately we haven't had great RNG with our additionals, so this is kind of the worst case scenario for this Goku and Gohan unit, where it's taken us, like, they've only done one super per turn, basically. So we are not getting to do the early transformation. One of the things that always happens as well, it didn't happen here obviously, but one of the things that happens to me a lot when I use these guys is they don't double super, and then on the last turn where he's doing his third super anyway, then he double supers, right, when you don't actually need the extra one. So now we can exchange, so let's go ahead and do this. We'll put our AGL Goku in the middle. I completely forgot that the skip is not turned on. So I do like this active skill though. It's nothing too crazy, but it's very good quality.
It's your turn, son. You can do it.
It's your turn, Gohan. You can do it.
All right, I'll try.
Alright, so Gohan's gonna get hit a bunch in slot 1. He's got his guard. He's gonna get hit 3 times. That should be fine. Hopefully he doesn't get supered immediately. That would be unfortunate. We should survive it, but he will take quite a bit of damage still, I think. And then we can grab all these tech orbs at the end for the LR. Alright, so hit what? Oh, we got the counter. Let's go. I completely forgot that Gohan has the Ki Blast super attack counter. Look at this. Don't get to see this very often. I believe that counts as a hit taken as well for him getting his passive up, because he needs to get hit 6 times before the end of his second appearance if we want to get his like permanent guard. So I can't actually remember if that does or doesn't count, but we'll see how that plays out. Fortunately, there is a physical phase after this one, so we can actually still get those extra hits. And here we have Goku double supering again, so he's greatly raising his defense twice. Here he is tanking the normals perfectly fine and throw in a dodge as well. So, I mean, this guy's going to be pretty good. Like, for a free-to-play unit, he sits in that tier that a lot of units, even summonable units, do now, where, like, he will tank normal attacks from some of these tougher bosses for double-digit damage, and then a super will do tons of damage to him, right? Like, if we take him up against the Metal Cooler Core or Broly, for example, and he gets hit with their super, like, he's going to die, obviously. But, you know, that's not his strength. That's not what he's on the team for. Now, unfortunately, we're only going to get hit twice here as well, which isn't really ideal, but again, because we have the physical phase coming up after this, I think we can probably get away with it. So we'll do this. We'll grab these for you. Gets the Dokkan attack nicely lined up for next turn. Although, I mean, our Goku that we're showcasing isn't a slot 1 unit, right? So it's not like we want to put him in slot 1 and get the Dokkan attack with him. The one thing that you'll have noticed, of course, throughout the video that is not impressive about this Goku is his attack stats. But that goes back to what I was saying at the beginning, where like his role on the team is going to be a floating support unit, right? Like it's only for the sake of the showcase that we're actually running him on main rotation. And so him coming into that final slot, giving you some healing, greatly raising his defense on Super, like I think he could be a good addition to some of these teams. Now he needs a Goku family ally to get the damage reduction. So we did mention before about the fact that because he supports bond of parent and child, obviously you could use him on like the Vegeta and Trunks team. You just have to be aware that you do need that ally in order for him to get his full potential. So now with the support from the STR Carnival Goku, we're at 214k. So he goes up to being around 300k after one super. Not the best, but when you compare it to, again, like if we actually manage to get to, well we should, when we get to the final stage and we're up against the STR boss, he's then backing that defense up by having the 30% damage reduction as well. And for a unit that you're ideally going to use in slot 3, so he's always going to super before he gets attacked, aside from the few events where there's an AoE attack that you have to deal with, then you're going to be fine. I think I'm going to not get the Dokkan mode here. Well, not hit the nodes, I mean, do as little damage as possible, right? Because I want, if possible, I don't want a one-shot or one-turn this cell, just so the other Gohan can get some hits in. And then, to be fair, if we can get another turn against this cell as well, that basically guarantees that the Gohan that was on this rotation is getting all of his hits in that he needs to make sure his passive is fully activated. Like, it is a shame, right? We're almost a year removed from Golden Week, and this STR Goku and Gohan, when they first came out, like, I've always enjoyed the unit. I thought they had at least some argument, right, for being the best TUR when they came out. But just unfortunately, as time went on, and the way content kind of changed, especially with the way difficult content is now, especially things like Metal Cooler Core, with it, the fight being so short, like you're at the core on turn 4, it makes this unit like where you have to super 3 times to then exchange into Gohan, who then needs to get hit 6 times to be at his best. Like even on the turn where he transforms, if you're going up against like say Red Zone Broly and you don't transform until the turn you get to the AGL phase, then Gohan is still potentially going to take a lot of damage. And you ideally, once he's exchanged, you want him to be your slot 1 unit. So the unit definitely has issues, which is unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. So here we go. This is what we wanted to see. So now we're going to have Goku actually tanking some hits from the STR cell. I would like him to get supered, preferably after he supers. And then we really need Bardock to not get supered in the final slot, because he's not really built up at all. Maybe I should just do this. Because, yeah, he's not had, like, any build-up. So if he gets super attacked, he is toast. So, yeah, let's do this. Then we'll do this. And then just grab these for you. Because Gohan supering first, he does have pretty decent defense after he supers. So 32k from a normal here from Goku. Then we get the super attack off, raise our defense. We get the extra super, so he should take double-digit damage. Again, considering he's not a slot 1 unit, I'll take the 32k. Can we get supered? We don't get supered. So double digits. Now that just goes to show if we're running him in this event normally, where he would be in slot 3, he's going to be tanking those normal attacks perfectly fine after he's attacked. And then it's only the super that could cause an issue, which, I mean, if he supers Gohan here and Gohan doesn't counter, then I think we just die. But, although double super from Gohan is good, because you get double defense raise. But, Gohan possibly does die here, I'm not sure. Oh, there you go, we get the counter. I like the fact that the super attack animation starts with Cell just flying towards us, and then all of a sudden there's a giant beam incoming. But there we go, get the counter. Take double-digit damage. Oh, this Gohan still had his guard. Okay, cool. So he's good. Or he did actually get his unlocked. I actually can't remember now which one he is again. But that works out fine for me. I'll take that. So let's go for... do this. And then I want to get as many orbs as possible for you, right? Because if we can get the 18 24 key, you get the guaranteed additional. You don't get the 24 key, but that's fine. So let's see. Yeah, see, this Gohan didn't get all of his hits in. See, there's the problem with the unit, as we were already talking about earlier, right? He didn't get all of his hits in, so now he doesn't have permanent guard. So him taking like 30 odd K from normals in slot 1 is not really what you want. He takes double digit damage after he supers, but once you exchange, you really want to be able to use him as a slot 1 unit. That's why the release of Tech Carnival Goku is such a big deal for this like Goku family slash like Super Saiyan kind of team, because he's just a better slot 1 unit in most cases. Obviously super tough bosses, if they super him as the first attack of the turn, that can still be bad, but you don't really have to put any effort into him being your slot 1 unit like you do with this STR Goku and Gohan. So it's, oh, he really super attacked STR Carnival Goku. Alright, well, I think Carnival Goku is just dead. I wanted to see at least one more turn with the AGL Goku, but oh no, we lived. Let's go. So now we get to see Goku with his full suite of abilities active, because we've started the turn below 30% HP, which means we get the extra 10% heal. We have our high chance to guard, even though obviously we're against the STR unit anyway. And I think I didn't mention it in the video, but he does also heal on super, so it's another reason why having additional for him is good. I would use this opportunity to finish off Cell with the active skill from LR Goku and Gohan, but I obviously want to see Goku attack, and I'm pretty sure the active skill would kill. So let's see what he does here. We've got STR Bardock on rotation. There's the guard, so now we are actually taking double digit damage in slot 1, and bear in mind that's with no defense support, because STR Super Saiyan 2 Bardock only gives attack support to the allies. So there you go. This is what I wanted to see, right? Goku against a tough STR boss, and yeah, he does pretty well. 12 million attack stat here as well for Goku and Gohan, because they're getting support from both the Goku and the Bardock. So yeah, there you go. This AGL, he's a free-to-play, unawakened UR. He's level 100, and he's that good against an STR enemy. So I cannot wait to see what his awakening looks like. Definitely a very solid unit. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Let me know what you'd like to see his kit look like after his awakening and Easy A. But yeah, I think he is a very good unit. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.